What's up guys, Snooty Minotaur here, and yes, as you could tell from the title of this video, it's a fun one. I was originally going to do this video last season, but I actually couldn't, so now I can finally do this video, and that is, I'm going to be talking about rare miscellaneous, or in this case, forgotten Fortnite cosmetics. This video is going to be really fun, and let me know down below in the comment section if you own any of the cosmetics which I'm going to be mentioning in this video. But ladies and gentlemen, let's hop right into this video with the very first cosmetic, and this is going to be the Piranha's Pickaxe. This cosmetic was actually part of an event called Creative Mayhem. This was released back in 2021, and essentially it was basically a whole bunch of creative maps that you actually could play on, and if you were to play a total of 30 minutes on any of the creative maps at this time, you actually got this pickaxe for absolutely free. Now I gotta be honest with you here, it's really nothing crazy. It is not really a great pickaxe set by any means necessary, but it is a cosmetic that I just don't really know. A lot of people own this one. I don't really know if people even got this because the pickaxe really wasn't anything enticing, but it was free, so I don't know, maybe some of you have it. I have no clue, but I would consider it rare because it's one I just never see. Now this next one is actually an item shop cosmetic. This is the first of many that are going to be in this video here, and this is one that people don't really talk about here, but this is the Midnight Glidestream Glider. Just ignore me saying that throughout this section of the video because obviously that's not what the glider's called, you fucking idiot. It's called Glide Mask and not the Glide Stream. What in the world was I smoking? This is a glider that was actually tied to New Year's 2022, and it was actually only in the shop not only 2 times, but it was last seen 970 days ago. I do own this one, which is pretty neat to say, but it's really nothing crazy. I do like that this glider was only 500, but you could have bought the bundle, which was 800, which was a lot cheaper back in the day. But more or less, people are saying that this is a limited time cosmetic and it'll never return, while in fact, I didn't see that at all. So this glider can technically come back. It just really wouldn't make sense for it to return, if you get my drift. I'm not sure if it ever will, but this is pretty interesting, and I would say it is a rare cosmetic that I just don't ever see. Next up is a back bling. This is going to be the Beast Llama. This was part of a promotion for Twitch. This was actually for the Twitch Bowl back in 2022, and the way you got this back bling was pretty interesting, because considering that it was a Twitch drop, you may be thinking, hey, I just have to watch the stream that was having this back bling on and I would get it for free. Well, kind of sorta. You pretty much had to get other cosmetics before even attempting to even get this, by the way. You had to get like 2 emoticons and a spray. You had to claim them, by the way, individually. So if you didn't claim one of those cosmetics in time, you were basically almost never gonna get this back bling. I was lucky enough to get it because obviously I have no life, and it's nothing crazy. It's just a back bling that's like one of those holographic back blings of just a llama. Like, it's really nothing crazy. I would say it is rare, and it's something that I just don't ever see people talking about, so I guess there's that I can say. Same thing with the Back-o'-lantern back bling, but I feel like this is a little bit more well known considering that this is a Halloween cosmetic and one that a lot of people really want to see come back. It's really sad that it hasn't returned in over 1400 days, and it was only in the shop 6 times. For those who don't know, this actually goes with the Raptor skin with the one edit style they got for Halloween back in 2019, and it's very strange that they haven't brought this back. I don't know why, but it's not a bad back bling by any means. I will say that the price is a little bit expensive, but I can understand why people would want to get this. It is a very nice back bling. I definitely think it should come back, and it's very odd as of why this hasn't come back. And also, I don't ever see it, so I actually would say it is a very underrated cosmetic in my opinion. Oh, but this next one here, this one's insane. I can't even about to say this here. It is the Embers Contrail. I did not even know about this cosmetic up until recently, and the way you got this cosmetic was just absolutely insane. Well, you have to go to a gaming cafe and do challenges at that gaming cafe, and one of the rewards that you got, the main reward, was this contrail. I would argue by saying that this is one of the rarest cosmetics in the entire game that no one talks about. I generally don't know a soul who even owns this. Like, who even owns this? Does anybody even know about this even existing up until this video? Like, I can't even believe I'm even saying this here. Like, this is extremely rare, and I never see it because it's a contrail. But anyways, let's just move on to the next cosmetic here, and this is actually going to be an FNCS cosmetic. Now, it actually really isn't cosmetic, it's cosmetics. Obviously, we get a bunch of FNCS skins in the game. When they were first being introduced, they were usually limited time. Well, back in Chapter 3, Season 3, they decided to drop a bundle themed around FNCS, and this did not even come with a skin. So let me paint the picture for you all here. This was a bundle that came with 2 back blings, a pickaxe, and a music pack, and this was 1,000 V-Bucks. And what's crazy was that this was already last seen over 2 years ago, and it was in the shop for 2 days. Who generally bought this? Like, this was a horrible horrible bundle in my opinion. The only thing that was like remotely worth your time was the music pack. Other than that, the other cosmetics were just complete garbage, and no wonder why almost no one bought this crap. Next up is the Dazzle Daggers pickaxe. This was actually an Xbox Cloud Play exclusive, meaning that you actually had to go on a web browser with your Xbox account, log into Fortnite, and then once you logged into it, you would actually get this pickaxe for absolutely free. It's a nice pickaxe, I won't lie. I really like how it looks like a prismatic look to them, but that's really about it here. They're nothing crazy, but they are rare in my opinion, because I just never see these pickaxes ever. And it was weird considering that this is actually a pretty easy pickaxe to get. It's one that I just don't ever see. Next up, I wanted to talk about some collaborations here, because there's a few collab cosmetics that are actually rare that people probably forgot even existed, like the Dreamer skin. This was a DC skin that came out in between Starfire and Black Adam, two really good skins might I say. So this skin was absolutely forgotten about altogether. She was last seen over 700 days ago, and she was in the shop for 2 weeks. So why is this skin forgotten about? Well, I would argue by saying that this skin is very forgotten because it barely came with anything. I'm not even kidding. This skin only came with just the skin. It didn't even come with an edit style, back bling, pickaxe, not even an emote or even like a bundle in general. As with the other two skins which I just mentioned, those two came with bundles with different cosmetics. Dreamer was just all by herself and she was 1200 V-Bucks. I really feel like that's why the skin did not sell well. And it's one I just never see. Like, I would say this is easily the rare skin from the DC series just because of that reason alone. I don't know anybody who really bought this skin. Oh, but this one's even more forgotten about. This is the Basquiat bundle. This came with two back blings, which was a crown and a little dinosaur, which is pretty cool. They actually look really nice. They're very clean back blings, but it's crazy that this collab was actually last seen over 865 days ago and it was in the shop for only 5 days. I really don't know anybody who bought these back blings, even though I actually will say that it was a pretty cheap bundle, only at 400. I'm actually waiting for this to come back. I hope it does return at some point, but who really knows? But this is pretty clean in my opinion. Not much else to really say. They're just very forgotten about. Oh, but nothing compares to this last collab I wanted to talk about here, as I feel like this is so forgotten about that I really don't know anybody who talks about it anymore, and that is Kelsier.
Huh?
You know, the guy from that one book collaboration Epic did back in Chapter 2, Season 6. I don't even know. This skin was last seen over 1,020 days ago. It was in the shop 11 times, and I generally don't see the skin ever in game. The skin's not even bad looking. I think he actually looks fine. It's just a very forgotten about collaboration that I really don't know anybody even remembers. Like, that is really sad. There's really not much else to talk about with this skin. It's so forgotten about that I didn't even remember this skin existed. Like, it's that forgotten. I'm not kidding. It's that forgotten. But ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did happen to enjoy this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Twitter, aka my X account. Also, don't forget to use my support credit code in the Fortnite item shop. That is MINO5. That is MINO5. Thank you all so much for watching. I love every single one of you. Remember, everyone, it's always good to take chances.